Now we have here a special guest being spoken to by the Chief Executive Officer of Biscon Communications, Biscon TV, Anita Shimfe Neetah, who is our golden presenter. And we're proudly presenting her to the world as the brand ambassador of Nature's Renaissance International Limited. So, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Now,
we've just finished speaking with the Chief Executive Officer of Nature's Renaissance International Limited. He's taken us through the work in terms of his own aspects of it. Now, how do you come in? Where do you come in as a brand ambassador?
okay, I am the face and the voice of the brand.
Good.
I am representing Nature's Renaissance International, both home and abroad. And any message that needs to be delivered will be delivered by me.
Well, haven't said that. So begin to deliver the message and let's listen. Because in this business, you can never, advertisement can never be too much.
Absolutely.
Publicity can never be too much. He has brought his own perspective to it, professionally, properly packaged. But you're doing a different thing, which you are the face and you're the voice. So tell us what you want to do henceforth, because I mean, he was just installed about a week ago or something.
Yes, please. I would like to start by saying a very big thank you to Biscon TV for being there. Thank you so much, sir, for granting me that honor. I mean, and it's really an honor too doing this with you, because I'm just thrilled, and I'm grateful with the way you believe in me so much, and just the way you believed in me. That was the way I was found by this honorable brand, an international brand to be precise. I started like a consultant for them. I used to anchor their events from time to time. I influenced the brand as well. But the relationship later escalated to, what it is today as being the brand ambassador. So I'm serving the brand in a bigger capacity, because it has to do with creating awareness, creating content, telling the world that there is a brand they need to invest in if you want to stay healthy and you want to enjoy total wealth. Because we keep talking about financial security. How do you get yourself financially secured if you are not in the right kind of business? And I've done my due diligence before now with the brand to discover that it is our own African brand. So it made me so connected to this very brand. And what they are selling is mind-blowing. It's a revolution that if you're not part of it, you are lacking. Because one, the potency of the product is mind-boggling. Then the business plan. Because we've had situations where people invest in maybe money doubling businesses, and at the end of the day they were swindled. But this one, you see your money. And let me just clear the air. NRI is the only business that I have featured in terms of network marketing that I cashed out. I've done several. I never cashed out. It's only the upline. You keep working, they go abroad and everything. But NRI changed that narrative. And I said, you know what? I'm in with this brand.
Fantastic. And I'm hoping that you've been able to also influence quite a lot of people, even by just this thing that you just said now. For those who might watch this, I'm sure they'll take a cue from it. What are the questions that you get to hear from the public that are not too
appealing?
Yes. They begin to say, I don't believe I trust this one.
Okay, the first question is, are they real? Yes, they are real. Are they Africans? Yes. Not just Africans, Nigeria to be precise. And the products are produced here in Nigeria, in Benin. That's where we have, the plant that gets all those products nicely put together, healthily presented for consumption. So another thing is, how about the plan? How is it possible? You're driving that car. Are you sure it's not the regular that maybe they tell you they're giving you cars? and then you take pictures and you post it, and at the end of the day you don't get to see the cars. But if you go outside right now, you will see NRI partners cruising, enjoying all their cars that they've been given. So the brand is real, and it's an African brand, and it's all about, empowering Africans. Once you come on board, you will love you, and it's when you are empowered, you'll be able to empower others. That's just the basic vision of this very brand, NRI.
To be honest with you, you have tried to convince
Yes,
me to come on board, but I
please.
kept saying, I beg, I don't trust this thing, but I'm getting a little, I'm getting convinced.
You're in already.
I'm getting
You're in
convinced.
already.
I'm getting convinced, and I'm hoping that the cameramen who are watching, the Larrys of this world, the Lumidays of this world, everybody's looking gloomy. I think if you just don't let don't let emotions overtake you guys. Yes, you're human beings. You should be emotionally overtaken by what has happened, but that's not the end of the world. God will make sure that the children that this young man has produced will even be more popular than him, would take over the legacy that he began with us on BISCON. I'm talking about Dari that we just lost.
Such a shocking
You felt so
news.
bad about it when you heard it, but life must go on. So, I was trying to ask the CEO, Mr. Clinton Brown Odiagbe, how much of you is known beyond Lagos?
Okay.
And he was trying to explain that the East are cashing out and all that. How about other parts of Nigeria?
Okay. NRI is everywhere. And our 2nd year anniversary is around the corner. The noise alone is mind-boggling. Like he mentioned, we have statistics of over 80,000, partners, both home and abroad. And NRI has its partners in Togo, Cameroon, South Africa, Ghana, Liberia, and other continents. And the impact has been tremendous because they are buying into the vision of not just staying healthy but enjoying non-stop wealth. When he talked about partners filing to the bank Monday morning, he wasn't putting it lightly because it is what it is. I for one have benefited from, we call it the Monday morning tonic. Okay, it's amazing when you wake up in the morning and the next thing that rings on your phone is that credit alert from Nature's Renaissance International. It's so fulfilling because at the end of the day you have money to attend to your needs and also external needs like your family and people around you.
Now, maybe this question should have been put to the CEO himself.
Okay.
Are you guys also socially responsible? Which means corporate social responsibility in terms of helping the community where you operate and all. What are the things that you do in that regard?
He didn't even introduce himself. He is a selfless philanthropist who has empowered over 50 widows. He did that last year, and he has a lot of children who he has given free scholarship both home and abroad, and he keeps giving. He never stops. He has empowered the youth. He has empowered women, market women and the likes. And recently he did something that was so mind-blowing. He got a wheelchair for someone who was physically challenged in his states, and he was honored by the chief of his own states in Edo states, because he is not just a leader, but he is a community leader. He is well recognized because of his humanitarian works.
Okay, well, that is on a personal level. NIR, BISCON Communications, for instance, will have something like a foundation that is catering to helping the less privileged. We go up, what do you call these homes now? The
Motherless baby homes,
orphanages to help and so on. Do you have anything in that respect?
Yes.
For NIR?
Yes, we do. We have a foundation, and it's coming up strongly. We're trying to get the total public involved. In no time, it's going to be out there. But it's already functioning on its own.
NIR. So, what other things do you do? I mean, not you now. I mean, you are in the media space and so on, and you're a social media strategist and influencer and all that. I'm talking about NIR itself.
Okay, what other things
do you do there?
Okay,
in that organization?
Aside creating awareness, I try to create a great working relationship between partners and also the new partners that are coming on board. We try to educate them on customer relationship, how to manage relationship, because those have been some of the challenges. I mentioned that NRI is the only brand I invested in and I got my money back. But what we experienced in previous ones was you'll be working for upline and you don't get to see anything. So we encourage teamwork. We organize trainings, because if you're educated, you have knowledge about the business, you will excel in it. But when you don't have knowledge about the business, it's easy to give up, because when you get all the no's, okay, just the way I have been trying to bring you on board, and if I didn't persuade you and all that, we won't be having this conversation today. But thank God the narrative is different today.
All right. So, another thing is, what kind of system have we put in place to check those who want to come on board? Because I mean, everybody's hearing about Naira boom from NIR and all that, and people who want to be associating with it without almost lifting a finger, so to speak. So how do you checkmate people just coming in from everywhere, who may not even be helping to add value to what you're doing, who might not be an asset? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Do you have anything in place to check that?
Yes, we do. Because when you come on board, we welcome you as a family. We try to see how you can excel in the business, and we've maybe try every means of bringing you in, how you can build your team, because the NRI platform is about teamwork. We work together as a team to achieve a goal. So if you are coming and you're going to make your team to slack, then we'll just focus on the active team and see how we can still encourage you. But if you are not ready, because what is your why for joining? Until you know your why, you won't have an idea of how to excel in the business.
No, what I'm trying to say actually is this. I mean, before he comes to join, he knows why. But have you ever done anything to scrutinize? And have you been able to get those who are not supposed to be part of you joining you?
Okay.
Do you have any system to scrutinize?
The
to reject if you think they're not any kind of thing that will add value to what you're doing?
No.
You have suspicion about them. There should be something in line that for you to do the checkmate. I mean, for instance, if somebody's coming to work with Biscuit now, he must have a referral. He must have a referee and all that. Those that you want to reach out to, just in case there's a problem.
Yes, you hold them accountable.
That's what we're saying.
Okay,
accountability. Oh, you don't have that at all?
No, because we welcome everyone. I heard him say stuff like, the hungry man does not think straight. And when he comes hungry, what do? We give him food. And how do we give him food? Is by teaching him how not to just collect the fish, but also how to become a fisherman. So when he has that mindset being changed, and he has that mindset of not just being empowered, but to empower the next person, because NRI is not just building leaders, but also making leaders to be change makers themselves. So when you are a leader, you influence others. So everybody is welcome, because it's an African brand. We welcome you, and the notion is we kick in sickness and poverty. So if you kick someone from the streets, what do you want him to get out there? He's going to become a nuisance. But when you welcome him and you teach him how to get his own fishes, then at the end of the day he'll be grateful and he'll be a blessing.
Fantastic thing, but I think please put this at the back of your mind and work on it. You need to scrutinize them. Okay. Because I mean, it's like an open field. Everybody's like, Everybody's declaring him to become president in 2023.
Okay.
Before you open your phone, another one has declared.
Yes.
But hearing that there's million to be taken here every Monday morning, what do you call that thing? Monday tonic or something?
Yes,
and
Monday morning tonic.
You're actually talking about brand new car following.
Yes.
So you need to be able to check. There has to be a system of checking to know that not just anybody is on board.
The administrative staff, they go through security check, yes, background check. The administrative, but the partners, I mean, everybody can be a partner. Once you come on board, we welcome you. But we still make sure that you're not bringing trouble.
I think you must also extend the proper scrutiny to everybody.
Okay.
Everybody, you must extend the scrutiny to them. It's a good idea that you're trying to, what you said, I mean, what you're doing here is something very ingenious. Good health and abundant wealth for humanity. And, it's a wake-up call for all of us that abundant resources nature has provided us with to create good health and good wealth for humanity. And you're making a very good opportunity of it. But I want you to please, I'm happy that you see you here watching and listening. Put that at the back of your mind. You must scrutinize. If you open it up, everybody will come and be saying, let me go and grab my 1 million and go.
No, it doesn't work that way because you must work. You must work. Okay, you're not coming to pick manners from the floor when you're coming to NRI. It's your work that pays you. Okay, you register, you commit yourself as a partner, and your notion, of course, is to empower yourself and empower others. So you don't come even with that greedy ideology.
That is you. Anybody over here, million here we are open.
But you work.
Let me come and grab.
You work. There's no million to grab when you don't work.
But those who are working, let them be competent. Let them be scrutinized to be fit to do the job.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm hoping that you work on that. But I'd like to congratulate Mr. Debe again for opening your space for money to be made and health to also be properly taken care of. That's what that concerns me. For those of you who would like to make sure that these things don't happen before you start treating them, he was saying that most of the cases they're dealing with are going to bed, the reading stage. Let your own not be like that too. I beg. If you want further clarifications, you know how to reach us. BISCON is there 24 hours for you, all over the world actually. And these days we become very strong on the social media, which I personally handle myself. You won't believe it. In this day and age, if you stay there, they don't leave you for back with that. Well, I mean, we had spoken to the CEO. He talked extensively on Abuja area, but he owned, as we say, na money na concern. You are the ones on the ground. What do you have for Abuja? Tell us. The whole world is watching.
Okay, Abuja. We're shutting down Abuja come 7th May. Wherever you are, like we keep saying, start packing your bags and marking your calendar because the revolution is now. The future of Africa is now. And Abuja is going to be celebrating nature's renaissance at 2. It's going to be a grand event where we talk about our partners being rewarded with cash prizes, car prizes, international trips, and other consolation prizes. It's going to be mind-boggling because we're having, partners both home and abroad to grace this phenomenal occasion. And of course, not to forget that our beautiful Yinka Davis will be performing live at that very event, and other wonderful, personalities. Okay, so all you need to do is just hold on and wait for 7th May, okay, 2022. And we also look forward to the keynote speaker, Professor Lumumba, all the way from Kenya, and other amazing dignitaries. You can't afford to miss this very event, 7th May.
What is Professor Lumumba coming to talk about?
Oh my God,
that man could start talking about Buhari now and be abusing Buhari there.
No, he won't, because there is a focus. And what's the focus? To change the African mindset.
Okay.
There is a gold mine in NRI. So he's going to just broaden our knowledge in accepting, African brand. And that's not all. How you can excel in life, whether in business or in whatever it is you find yourself. So, he is one person who is very knowledgeable. So we're just looking forward. The expectations are high. When he knows the focus, so he's not going to divert into anything. So we're looking forward to a grand show in Abuja.
Okay, we'll be there with you.
Yeah, this time will be there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That's
sir.
the new face of NRI, have we?
Yes, sir.
That's the Nature's Renaissance International Limited. Anita, Shimfe, Neetah, thank you very much for coming.
I appreciate you, sir.
God bless.